Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Ohak Cade. I'm the composer for the symphonic metal project Valkata. We just put out a new single called Archangel. You heard a little bit in the intro there. Please check it out. Let me know what you think. I did a reaction series to EXO's new album Exist recently, and I got a lot of requests to check out this performance here called Killing Voice. I wasn't really sure what to expect. I thought we were in for some kind of like a one-song performance, but there's a number of songs here that are included. They are Growl, Mama, Butterfly Girl, Cream Soda, Sing For You, The Eve, and more songs. Okay. Out of all these songs listed, I only know Growl, Mama, and Cream Soda. So I'm definitely interested. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's take our time and have some fun and enjoy some EXO. Wow. Lots of energy. Let's talk about their outfits really briefly. I'm by no means a fashion person, but I figured that, the fans would appreciate if I made a comment on this. They're looking really cute. It's quite simple, clean, crisp. There's a little bit of a muted blue neutral palette going on, and I think this is by design so that we're not dealing with a dance video here. It's not intended to be super flashy, really. I'm assuming the focus is going to be on their voices. So the way they're styled here is very tasteful. Yeah, and I think if I had to choose my favorite outfit, I believe that's Suho's jeans and cream yellow shirt. That's quite nice. And Chen's all white outfit is really cool. I think they're the best. Yeah, he looks really good on that shirt. And it's crazy how they are so synchronized in their little chant response there. Pretty cool. Very well rehearsed. Gotta give them that. That's impressive.
Okay.
Growl. I like the change to the red background. Good production value there. So before we continue, obviously very clean live vocals. Another thing I'm listening closely for is pitch correction, because sometimes in these very carefully produced live in studio performances, sometimes they do apply tuning to their mics even if the vocals are being sung live. I gotta say, I don't hear much tuning on the mics. It would be cool if there was no tuning. I don't hear any, so it does seem like these really are pure raw vocals. Even if there was tuning, it wouldn't be a big deal because that is a really common standard, but the vocals really do seem to be as unprocessed and as pure as possible, except for maybe some reverb. It's weird seeing this song. It's weird seeing this song performed without the choreo. I do think that song is one that's better suited to a dance routine, but obviously their performance of it here is really clean and sounded great. Now we've transitioned into Love Me Right real quick, faster than I expected. Yeah, sorry, I don't know if you're expecting me to talk at the moment. I was just kind of enjoying it there and getting into it. One cool thing about their performances, they do remember to either consciously or subconsciously express with their face as they're singing to show that they're enjoying it, that they're into it. So even if this was something that none of them felt like doing, or if they were hungover or whatever, and they were dragged here, you would never be able to tell. They genuinely do seem to be enjoying themselves. Very professional, very impressive stuff. And you can see Schumann there, even though that wasn't his part, he was like mouthing the words along. Just shows that he's paying attention and that he's into the song. Sorry, for some reason this Evanescence cover keeps coming up whenever I press next. It's probably the next suggested video. Not relevant to this, but just thought I'd explain that. I just noticed that Kai is missing. I guess this must have been when he was serving in the military, which is unfortunate, obviously, because his voice contributes a different texture. Although since this isn't a dance number, I suppose nothing too much of value is lost. I'm kidding, of course, but if there were any performance that he had to sit one out, you know, this would be the appropriate one, I suppose.
Call me baby. Let's go.
So Chanyeol seems to be carrying a lot of the rap parts. I didn't realize that he rapped so much. I know on the right there, Sihan, right? I think that's his name. He also did a rap number there a few minutes ago, but it seems like Chanyeol is doing most of it. Dio's runs are just so cool. They sound really nice, natural. He's such an amazing voice. That's a cute little smile there, Chanyeol to Dio. Again, just an indication that they really are into the moment and enjoying themselves. There's a bit of anticipation for the next number. His voice is so gorgeous. I have to admit, I didn't realize that he even sang. I guess I was aware that he sung a little bit. I know he has a part in the Electric Kiss chorus that sounds pretty cool, but it is like more of a baritone. They should let him sing more. That was really nice, really touching, really stands out compared to the other more tenor tones that Baekhyun and Chen and Dio have. Damn, they're really powering through these numbers. Oh, Miracles in December. I really like this song. This song is so pretty. I really like it. And their vocals are so effortless. Another cool detail I noticed is that their earpieces are coordinated color-wise with their outfits. You can see Chen's is white there. Like if you look at Sihan, his is blue. I hope Dio gets his verse in this song because it's really good. They stopped it. Unfortunate, but still pretty good. So I am suspecting that there was actually some post-processing done on the vocals, because when you listen to it, it sounds so impossibly clean that like even the distance from the microphone that they're keeping, sometimes it doesn't match up with the sounds that you hear, because the volume stays the same even if they move closer or move away from the mic. Now, that is not to say that the vocals are not live. I have no doubt that they are live, but what I'm saying is there was a little bit of cleaning up done in post-production just to make sure that it was all clear and easily heard, since they are all actually so close to each other and they probably were interfering with each other's mics a lot too. I don't know this song. It's pretty good though. Yeah, I'm not sure I get that, but he got a laugh. Good for him. Nice throwback to this album. I personally prefer History and What Is Love from this album, so if they do those, then that would be cool, but this is still pretty neat. Another effortless high note from Baekhyun. Great energy on those vocals. Overdose, cool.
Come in. Addicted.
다 들어와.
들어와.
Hey. 모든 걸 걸고 널 들이켰네.
You can tell that they are holding in a little bit of energy, like they want to let loose a little more, but they have to stay close to their mics. So that was a rare moment of them slightly being out of sync, but that's something that I quite enjoyed because it shows to me that, you know, the post-processing is not too crazy. Probably to most people's ears they wouldn't be able to catch that, but you can sort of notice when some of the consonants aren't quite in sync with each other. That is obviously an indication that it's really like a live moment.
자, 몬스터입니다.
They're really powering through these songs like crazy. What is he laughing at? Must be some in-joke. Wow. Can't get over how well rehearsed this all is, and they all know their parts very clearly. Cool. Very nice. This is a pretty song. I don't know it that well, but it's nice. His voice is also very cute. Obviously, it's technically not as developed as some of the other lead singers, but it does have that sort of boy next door quality, sort of really charming, sort of a more spoken quality that is really cool. Little indication for him to look at the camera, but he refused. He was like, I'm doing my thing. I really like Dio's general disposition. Like, his mannerisms are really unassuming. He's the most unassuming presence in this lineup physically at the moment, but whenever he opens his mouth, it's just so captivating. Chen is really stealing the show a lot with his vocals, but I find myself, as the video goes on, looking for the most to Dio's vocals, and also Chanyeol. And is it just me, or do they not give Schumann enough cool, like, vocal moments that show his potential more? Because I listened to some of his solo stuff, and my thinking was, I had no idea he could sing like that. It's possible that he does have impressive vocal moments in EXO songs, but I just can't pick out his voice among them. But like, even the parts in this song, they're really pretty, but I feel like he should be given more spotlight. This song, I'll be honest, I'm not as crazy about. It's a little bit more bubblegum pop, and I usually prefer their more slicker, darker R&B style, but it's all good, you know, variety is always good. And I can understand why they decided to release a song like this as a once-off. Yeah, from the new album. Very clean falsetto all around. Sihun and Chanyeol are giving the most energy out of everyone, and I quite like it. It could be because they're relegated to the edges and they're trying to make their presence felt a bit, but I quite like their expressions when they sing. And I'm not talking a lot about Baekhyun because I feel like his perfection as a vocalist kind of goes without saying.
감사합니다.
안녕.
갈게요.
Oh, it's over? Okay. Cool. Well, that was a lot of fun. I thought this would take longer than it did. I feel like I'm definitely left wanting more. I would love to have heard more complete songs, but I suppose this was just a little bit of a taster. Maybe for people who are maybe not as familiar with the band. Yeah, a good selection of their stuff. Definitely missing some songs that I'm a big fan of, like Wolf, Electric Kiss, Lotto, What Is Love, Obsession. Like, a lot of those bangers are missing. But then again, I guess since this was more of a vocal showcase, the song selection reflected that a little bit more. But I really enjoyed this. I appreciate the suggestion. I'm glad that this exists. A cool insight into their chemistry and coordination as a singular group. Shame Kai wasn't there, but again, it might have been a lot on screen to have, what is it? He would have been the 8th member, so again, it might have been a lot for this particular showcase. If you guys have any more suggestions, I would be more than excited to do them. I got a lot of requests to react to the entire Obsession album, so that is coming up. If you have anything else, even other bands or other genres that you'd like my thoughts on, I'm more than happy to hear those, and I'll get those in the queue as soon as possible. Again, my name is Oha Cade. I'm a composer, and you can check out my project Valkata. I'll leave it links in the description below for you to check out my own music. Please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll be back with more soon. Thank you so much. Bye.